Hello, everyone. Hey, good afternoon. I'm Jason Zone Fisher, and welcome to our LIV Golf Team Championship Miami semifinal selection show and press conference. What a catchy title that is. What a great day of golf that we just had, and so much more to look forward to this weekend. So let's jump right into it. Similar to Wednesday's press conference, 4 captains will select a team to compete against in tomorrow's semifinal round. A quick reminder on how the matchups will work. Each matchup tomorrow consists of 3 matches, 2 singles matches, and 1 foursome match. Each match is worth 1 point. If you win 2 points, your team will advance. And captains must play each other in a singles match, so that will always be one of those singles matches. The caveat is that the captains up here joining me at the table will get to choose which team they want to play. The highest seed gets to pick first, and then the next highest seed remaining will pick following, and so forth. The top 4 seeds received a bye today and did not compete. They are the number 1 seed, 4 Aces GC, number 2 seed, Crushers GC, number 3 seed, Fireballs GC, and the 4 seed, Stinger GC. Before we begin to choose who they will play, let's introduce the captains who are joining us here today. 4 Aces captain Dustin Johnson, Crushers captain Bryson DeChambeau, Fireballs captain Sergio Garcia. He brought a lot of his friends with him to the press conference. Stinger captain Louis Oosthuizen. And winning their team quarterfinal matches today, we have the number 5 seed Smash GC captain Brooks Koepka. The number 6 seed Majestics GC captain Ian Poulter. The number 10 seed Cleeks GC captain Martin Keimer. And the 11 seed Punch GC captain Cam Smith. All right, congratulations, gentlemen, on making it this far. Let's begin and find out which teams will face off against each other on Saturday afternoon. First up, 4 Aces and Captain Dustin Johnson. DJ, you had the advantage of getting a bye today. You got to watch some of these guys play. Now, just to clarify, you can pick any team up here. It doesn't just have to be the teams that played, but you're now officially on the clock. You have the first pick. So who do you choose to play against in the semifinals?
How long do I get?
What's that?
I said, how long's my clock?
Well, how long do you need?
I don't know.
Yeah, we can take time. We got time.
No, we're gonna play the. We're selecting to play the Cleeks.
Cleeks GC is
Mr.
the
Keimer.
Pick. All right. Now, DJ, you could have picked anyone here. Why did you decide Cleeks GC is who you feel most comfortable facing off against tomorrow?
Well, I mean, none of the teams you really, all the teams are great. You can, any team can win at any point. It's match play. I felt like this is our best option. Okay.
All right. So it's a very polite, kind way of saying that. Now, Martin,
that's very.
How does it feel to be the first team that is called out here, the first one off the board, and to take on 4 Aces team who is undefeated in team competitions in the United States?
Well, I think the most important thing is that you never take things personal, so I won't. But obviously DJ has a great team. He had some great success this year out here. The whole team played well. They have a good, I think a good atmosphere in the team. But we played good today. It was a fight for the Cleeks today, but Laurie made a great putt on the last hole to secure our spot for tomorrow. So I was expecting that a little bit, that DJ might pick us. But that's okay. We're gonna have a great match tomorrow. It's gonna be a great matchup. Unfortunately, I won't be playing. Otherwise, it would have been a great match against you. But maybe next year.
Okay. Well, we know DJ who you'll be facing off against. Shergo, the alternate captain, playing tomorrow. But we'll reveal the rest of the matches a little bit later today. All right, Bryson. That means that you are up next with the next pick as the captain of Crushers GC. So who do you feel most comfortable facing off against?
Come on, DJ. Look, for us as a team, collectively, we feel like we've got a really good shot going against the Stingers. So we're picking the Stingers as of right now. Louis, I love you, buddy, but we're going to have a fun match tomorrow. We just feel like, considering some of the injuries that they've had that we know about, and my forearm going past his driver in Jeddah, we feel like there's a good chance there.
Okay. Now, Louis,
Shots fired.
Yeah,
already.
hey.
I love you, Louis.
Louis, your team had a bye. You didn't compete today. So to be called out here early on in this selection process, how do you feel, and how do you feel going up against Bryson and Crushers GC?
No, I feel great. I know I'm heading into the greens first with my match against Bryson. I'm not sure how he copes under pressure. We'll see that tomorrow. But yeah, our team is ready to go. We had a nice rest, no more injuries. So let's do this.
Let's go.
Okay, it'll be a good one. We're moving right along here. So that was Bryson's. That means up next is the 3 seed, Fireballs captain Sergio Garcia. Sergio, still a lot of great golfers, a lot of great teams left to choose, but who do you think you have the best chance against?
Well, obviously great teams to face off right here, but we're probably going to take, I think we're going to take the ones with the best hair. So it's going to be my boy Cam. We're going to take Punch.
Okay, Punch GC. Well, why is that, in addition to just seeing the best hair and the mullets out there on the course, why do you think you have the best chance against Cam Smith and Punch GC?
I mean, it's don't get me wrong. Any team up here, it's a great team. None of them are easy, but you know, obviously we made a list, and that was one of our choices, and some of the other ones were gone already. So you know, we feel like we can match up nicely to them. We know it's not going to be easy, but you know, we're ready for the challenge.
And Cam, you had a hard-fought battle out there today. Came down to the last hole. You sunk that putt. Do you think you have an advantage or maybe a disadvantage that you got to play the course today, but these guys got a little bit extra rest out there?
Yeah, it was definitely a long day out there today, but you know, another day on the golf course, you learn more stuff about it, so I think that's a bit of an advantage, not teeing off until late again tomorrow, so a bit of a rest in, I'm sure, but yeah, looking forward to playing my boy Sergio. I wasn't really expecting that.
All right, well, we look forward to
Full
that.
surprises.
And that means we have one matchup left, and I think
Who are you choosing, Brooks?
I think
Tough decision.
I think we know it's going to be Brooks Koepka and Smash GC. You'll be facing off against Ian Poulter and Majestics GC right next to you. So, Brooks, did you have a strategy coming into this selection process, and was it thrown off? Were you surprised by any of the picks that happened before?
Not really. I mean, I could see them all happening, but yeah, I mean, I don't really get an option, so I guess we're playing Pulse, so it'll be fun.
How do you feel about that? How do you feel about it?
I mean, Pulse is pretty good at match play, so that'll be interesting. I mean, they got a good team. Westy's solid. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. We'll see.
Now, Ian Poulter, you are very good at match play. What do you think about your game translates so well to this format, and how does that translate to your confidence against Brooks and Smash tomorrow?
Look, I mean, obviously, I don't know how exactly you played today, but you got beat, and it means he's going to come out pretty hard tomorrow. So
He was 7 under through 10.
that'll get it done.
It usually wins.
So, you know, I need to go out and play strong tomorrow. You know, Brooks is coming off a win a couple of weeks ago, so they got a strong team. But so do we. We played real good today. Sam and Henrik played great. Obviously, Lee played good as well. I think we dominated our match today, but tomorrow's going to be a tougher test, and we need to step up.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. We're down to our final 8 teams, the semifinals tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Again, our matchups, we have Team 4 Aces taking on Cleeks GC. We have Crushers GC versus Stingers GC. Fireballs GC taking on Punch GC. And Smash GC will face off against Majestics GC. I'm now about to turn it over to our SVP of Communications, Jane McNeil, for an open Q&A for anyone here who has a question to each of our captains or some of the other players who are here in attendance. And following the Q&A, each captain will go back to their room and fill out a matchup form and choose who will be playing in the other singles match and the foursome match. Those matchups will be revealed in the next hour through LIV Golf's social media channels. Jane, I now turn it over to you. Thank you, everyone, and congrats, gentlemen, making it this far.
Guys, DJ, I just have to ask you, what do you think Shergo's feeling right now?
I don't know. You have to ask him.
Well, I called him to the press center, so I think he'll be here in a minute. Okay. Okay, we'll start with Mike McAllister, per usual.
Hey, Cam, I just wanted to ask you about your match with Phil. Obviously pretty epic back and forth. Can you just talk about it and then kind of take us through when you figured out that it was going to come down to you and Phil and who advanced?
Yeah, it was a good match. I think Phil maybe had some gamemanship in there a little bit. He seemed to take forever today. I think we were 3 or 4 holes behind. So that was a bit painful, but other than that, it was good. We both struck the ball good. I probably didn't hole as many putts as I'd like, but I was able to get the job done there on the last hole.
And Martin, I wanted to ask you about your team, especially Richard and GMAC. They were pretty emotional after their victory. Could you talk us through just watching them play from afar, not being able to do anything yourself from a playing standpoint?
Yeah, I was walking, I would say most of the day I was walking with that group. In the first 10, 12 holes, I was with them. Then I walked with Laurie a little bit, with Shergo a couple of holes. But especially in the foursome, it's a tough format. You don't really get into the groove when you play foursomes. But they played well. Richard is a very solid ball striker. He hits many fairways. GMAC is very good in short games, so I think they matched up really well. And I don't want to play against those two. Yeah, they're very experienced players. Obviously, Richard hasn't played many team events, but GMAC has played a lot. And I think because of Richard's age, he doesn't need much experience. Not much more. He has plenty. So it's going to be really fun tomorrow. It's going to be a tough match, but in match play, as anybody else said out here, anything can happen.
Sean.
This is for Bryson. To your right.
There we go.
Bryson, did you have any thought to selecting Brooks's team as an opponent?
Absolutely. They're playing so good, though, right now that we wouldn't want to go up against them right off the bat. It'd be fun, but there's a time for that, and hopefully it'll happen next year. We'll come to them down to the stroke play on Sunday. Hopefully we're part of that, and it'll be fun to go up against. But, yeah, there is that thought that came through our minds. But for the team aspect, how it paired with, Paul and Charles and Otterbahn against the Stingers, it was just it was a no-brainer for us.
You guys have to raise your hand. I can't see. You can go ahead. You can go ahead, Tom. Go ahead.
That's Sergio. You want to ask Sergio?
Go ahead. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, of course. We had a nice practice. Obviously, we didn't get to play the course, but that doesn't mean that we shouldn't be ready tomorrow. So I don't think it changes. We have some days off throughout the year, and then we turn out to be ready to play when we have to. So it should be fine.
I mean, we played 9 holes. My team did on the other golf course. So we feel pretty confident and ready to go as well.
We did the same. We played the other course, so we got to play a few holes and, yeah, had a nice practice session, kind of just relaxed a little bit. It was a nice day, though.
Yeah, we just had practice session, had a bit of fun on the putting green as well, playing a match between the 4 of us. And yeah, I mean, we played Wednesday, Thursday, and to have a rest today was actually nice.
Okay, we just brought Shergo Alcurdy into the press room. Shergo is the playing captain for the Cliques. Shergo, I think you are the youngest player out here. You're 19 years old, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. I'm 19.
Yeah. So you're an alternate. You came in for Martin when he hurt his wrist, and now you are matched up against the #1 seed, the Four Aces, playing one of the best golfers in the world, Dustin Johnson. How are you feeling right now?
Yeah, it's what an unbelievable matchup. I mean, I played with DJ first day in Boston. You know, I've always watched him on TV in the past, and I've always looked up to him. And watching him firsthand in Boston, it was also unbelievable. And obviously, he won that week, so it was a brilliant week to be playing with him. I'm going to try and do as much work as I can today on the range, and hopefully, I can, you know, match up against him tomorrow. Brilliant, thank you.
Any other press? Raise your hand. I can't see. You can go ahead up front. Yep.
Hi everyone, I'm Chris from Golf Weekend. First of all, congratulations to all the teams who's going to be present in the semifinals for tomorrow. This question is for Sergio, and I'm going to ask in Spanish for Latin America and Spain. Sergio, todos conocemos tu cercanía con Joaquín. Lamentablemente, Torque no avanzó a semifinales. ¿Te hubiese gustado enfrentar a Joaquín? ¿Hubieses elegido a Torque en semifinales hipotéticamente, o te hubiese incluso gustado haber enfrentado al equipo de Joaquín en una potencial o hipotética final, que obviamente ya no fue? ¿Te hubiese gustado enfrentarlo en estos momentos tan definitivos para LIV Golf?
Yeah. Jane, you want to respond in English or Spanish?
You can respond in Spanish.
Okay.
It's okay.
Sí, obviamente me hubiera gustado que el equipo de Joaco hubiera pasado, y si hubiéramos tenido la posibilidad, pues probablemente hubiéramos intentado elegirlos y tener un buen match entre todos nosotros. Pero bueno, desafortunadamente no ha podido ser, y bueno, pues habrá que esperar a otro año a ver si puede ocurrir, ¿no? Pero bueno, la verdad es que jugaron duro, jugaron con muchas ganas, y desafortunadamente pues los últimos 2 hoyos se les fue todo. You guys get that?
Any other
I
press?
understood that. I got all that.
Do you guys all have a general idea of what your lineups are going to be now, or are you guys going to go meet with your team to kind of huddle and talk about it?
I know.
I know too.
I think we all probably.
You guys all know?
Yeah,
We're all
probably
set.
know.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you guys ready to go right at official? Make it on your cards?
Let's do it.
All right, we'll be announcing the lineup shortly, guys, on social media. Thank you.